Hey, Cynthia Ray here. How are you all doing? So, I am going to start doing some little sessions called coffee chats on Thursday mornings around 9:30 Pacific time. And I have my coffee in hand, ready to go. And I want to share with you some really great information about women's wellness, especially for women over 40. So, if you haven't met me yet, my name is Cynthia Ray. I'm a registered dietitian, a fitness specialist, and author of several number one best-selling books for women specifically over 40. I also work in private practice and meet with ladies and men and families one on one all around the world, actually, via Zoom. So if you need any help or support, I'm here for you. But I am excited to share with you each week a little info and give you some tips of things that might really help you on your wellness journey. So today, our topic is going to be weight loss resistance and basically giving you an understanding of why your body isn't releasing weight, even when you feel like you're doing everything right, right? So it's one of those things that I hear fairly often from women. They tell me, I'm eating healthy, I'm exercising, I'm trying hard, but the weight just won't come off. And I'm sure some of you can relate to this. If not many of you can relate to this. I felt the exact same way in my mid 40s, eating clean, eating healthy, practicing what I preached with my clients. And all of a sudden, the weight just wasn't budging. Actually, not even the weight wasn't budging. I just was noticing that I was beginning to gain weight and wasn't in that lean, healthy, athletic body that I was used to, and was wondering what was going on. So it put me on a search, on a journey to figure it all out for myself, and then in turn get excited to help other women and men and on their journey to weight loss after 40. So, for years, we've been told that weight loss is simply about eating less and moving more. But what if um, we weren't told the whole story? Many of us probably wouldn't be struggling if we knew the whole story, right? So, what I've learned over nearly 30 years of working with women is that weight loss resistance is usually not a willpower, a willpower problem. I know a lot of us are very smart, very wise, especially us over 40. We've been there, done that, and we know better. So it's not a willpower issue. It's often not understanding the signals that our bodies are giving us. So the truth is, your body isn't broken. I know a lot of women will tell me, oh, my metabolism is broken or doesn't exist anymore. That's not true. It's actually that your body is communicating. And today I want to share with you 5 common reasons why your body may be resisting weight loss and what you can do about it. Okay, so the first one is the most common, which is stress. Stress keeps your body in protection mode. So let's start with stress. When most people hear the word stress, they think about emotional stress, right? But stress can come from a lot of different places. It can come from poor sleep, from overexercising, from undereating, relationship challenges, work pressures, financial concerns, caring for others, especially our aging parents and children and grandchildren. And then also, stress can come from constant or chronic dieting. So the body was designed to protect us, which is an amazing God-given design. When stress hormones stay elevated, the body often becomes more focused on survival and can care less about fat burning. But one of the questions that I like to ask first is, how are you sleeping? How is your stress level right now? How stressed are you right now? And how much um, stress, or I guess the proverbial weight of stress, are you carrying right now? Because sometimes the body needs safety. Actually, many times it needs safety before it will release stored body fat, because it's not really a survival thing. We don't need to release fat when we're running from the tiger, chasing, um, getting chased by the bear or trying to fight or flight. It's not really a priority, right? So this is one reason why I encourage women um, to start walking, to start getting consistent with their prayer time, their time in nature, um, laughter with others, laughter, from a funny movie, connecting with others, and getting adequate sleep. So if you're doing those things, you're going to notice that your stress levels begin to come down. And just looking at all the factors in life, right? So these things aren't necessarily luxuries, right? They're part of creating a healthy metabolic environment. So if you find yourself being stressed, you're in a stressful state, um, give yourself permission to enjoy your life, right? Be in the moment. I know I've learned before that depression is when we're thinking about the past constantly. Anxiety is when we're thinking about the future. And stress also comes from a lack of margin in our lives, right? Always chasing, always running, always trying to be ahead of the game. So I would definitely encourage you to spend some time walking, spending time in prayer, time in nature, laughing, connection with others, and then also getting adequate sleep for yourself as well. Okay, number two, insulin stays elevated. So the second reason is insulin. Insulin is one of the body's primary storage hormones. Every time we eat, insulin rises, and that's completely normal. That's how our bodies were designed. The problem is that when insulin stays elevated consistently throughout the day, many people wake up and immediately eat. Then we snack, then we lunch, then another snack, then dinner, then something after dinner. We're constantly giving our bodies the signal to store energy, store energy, store energy. One of the reasons why fasting and spacing out your meals can be so helpful is that they allow insulin to come down. When insulin comes down, the body has a greater opportunity to access stored energy as body fat in our bodies. And that's why I often say that the issue for body fat loss isn't simply calories in, calories out. It's creating a hormonal environment that allows your body to release stored fuel as body fat. Okay, number three, the third reason why we struggle. Blood sugar is riding a roller coaster. So stay closely connected to insulin is blood sugar. So many women experience afternoon cravings, energy crashes, constant hunger, wanting something sweet after meals. And often these are signs of blood sugar instability. So insulin and blood sugar, right, go hand in hand. So when blood sugar spikes and crashes repeatedly throughout the day, insulin tends to stay elevated more frequently, right? So if you're eating constantly throughout the day, the more carbs you eat, the more sugary things you eat, the more hungry you're going to get, and the more instability in your energy you're also going to experience. All right, so the goal isn't perfection, it's stability. The goal is stability. Protein, healthy fats, vegetables, fiber, balanced meals, and these will help to create stable blood sugar and fewer cravings, fewer crashes, energy crashes. When blood sugar becomes steadier, many women tend to improve their energy, their mood, hunger, and then see an increase in fat loss. Okay, so keeping that blood sugar stable is key. Number four, the liver may also need some more support. So the liver is one of the hardest working organs in your body. It helps to process hormones, it helps to regulate your blood sugar, it helps to process toxins and waste products. And it definitely also plays a role in fat metabolism. So when the liver is overwhelmed with toxins, the body may not function as efficiently as it could. Now, this doesn't mean you don't need some extreme detox. Your body already knows how to detoxify and does it itself every single day. Our job is to support it in its pathways that your body already uses. So this means drinking enough water, eating plenty of vegetables, getting adequate protein, supporting your digestion, moving your body regularly, and reducing the burden on it as much as possible. So sometimes when women begin supporting these areas, specifically their liver, they notice reduced bloating, better energy, improved progress, and start to see that all the hard work they're putting into weight loss, bringing your blood sugar down, balancing those hormones, once that liver is cleared, you're going to start seeing body fat melting right off, right? Because now your liver is available to start breaking it down and metabolizing it. Okay, number five, lack of muscle and movement. This one I've been researching more and is super intriguing to me. So, this is one that actually surprises a lot of people. Many women think that muscle is all about appearance, right? But muscle does so much more than help us look toned and really good. So, muscle is incredibly important for blood sugar regulation and insulin sensitivity. Think of muscle as your storage tank for glucose. Okay, we talked about blood sugar or glucose. The more healthy muscle tissue that we have, the more room the body has to store glucose rather than leaving it circulating around your bloodstream. Muscle helps to improve insulin sensitivity, it helps to stabilize your blood sugar, and it helps with metabolic flexibility. In other words, it helps the body become more efficient at switching between burning fat for fuel, between burning sugar from fuel and also burning fat for fuel. There we go. The goal isn't simply to raise your metabolism. I know a lot of times people talk about the more muscle you have, the higher your metabolism is. The goal of having more muscle is to help the body become better at accessing stored fat when it needs energy. How cool is that, right? So, of course, walking helps, strength training helps, building and maintaining muscle becomes increasingly important as we age, not because we're trying to become bodybuilders or, you know, turn a whole new chapter over in our lives, which is a possibility too if you want, but because we're creating a healthy metabolic environment, making it more available to uh, metabolize and break down fat, and also keep your blood sugar levels stable so that you can more efficiently metabolize fat and utilize blood sugar at the same time. Okay, in summary, if you're struggling with weight loss resistance, you want to remember something. If you're struggling with weight loss resistance, I want you to remember something. Your body is not broken. Your body is communicating. Weight loss resistance is often a signal that something needs deeper attention. Maybe it's stress, maybe it's insulin, maybe it's blood sugar, maybe it's liver support, maybe it's strength and muscle. And the goal isn't to punish your body into losing it. The goal is to understand what your body is asking for and create the condition that allows it to thrive. When stress is lower, when insulin is lower, when blood sugar is stable, when the liver is supported, when muscle and movement are present, the body often begins to respond in ways that it could not before. Okay, so today's action step. As we finish today, I want you to ask yourself, which of these 5 areas needs the most attention right now? Is it stress and recovery? Is it meal timing and insulin? Is it blood sugar stability? Is it liver support? Is it strength and more movement? So I would like you to pick one of those. You don't have to fix everything in just this week, but just choose one area to focus on. Remembering that small, consistent actions create big transformations over time. Okay, so pick one of those, practice it this week, and we're going to meet up again next week for our next topic. And thank you so much for joining me today. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 areas do you think is having the biggest impact on your body right now? Right, remember, your body isn't broken, it's communicating, and we need to know how to listen and what to listen for and how to help it. So, weight loss resistance is often a sign that something deeper needs attention. When we uncover the root cause and give the body what it needs, things often begin to change. If you need any help figuring out what's going on with your body, send me a message and let's chat. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.